Angel Fair, the idea is primarily to try and bring entrepreneurs who have a business or who have a product to meet with angel investors who are looking for opportunity to invest in startups. So we are not a conference, we are not another event. The most important thing we're trying to do is to get people to do deals. We think that on both sides of the aisle, there are entrepreneurs who have very great ideas or great products or good businesses or massive traction looking for money. And the other side of the coin is successful people with money, mentoring, networks, contact that can help the startups. What is missing is a platform that brings the two of them together to do deals, and that's what we're trying to achieve. So,
how many of those have you done so far?
We've done two. We did the first one in Joburg last year, September, in collaboration with the FMB Joburg Art Fair. Some deals came out of that. And then this year we've done another one in Lagos, Nigeria, in collaboration with the Lagos Angel Network and Africa Venture Capital Association. And essentially that was a very successful event that built on the success that we had here in Joburg. And there's a lot of buzz. We've not yet seen any deals out of it, but there's a lot of negotiation going on. As you know, this in
something may happen.
May happen, but it takes time. But the most important thing was there's good energy in the room, people connected, a lot of people like the startups. Some of the investors that came, not only angel, we also had some VCs and private equity guys because we had the Africa Venture Capital Association meeting happening the day after. And so some of them were there and they really liked the fact that they could now have some visibility into early stage deals, which could be in the long term become dealful for them. So that was really good.
What could you say about angel investors? What's the typical African angel investor? Because there is such a thing.
Well, the first. Well, some people do angel investing out of family connections. So somebody wants to start something and then somebody helps. It's some form of angel investing, right? So somebody's helping someone, and then there are people who actively do this and they are a little bit more involved in the business, right? So sometimes majority of this is informal, but we see a lot of it also in the formal sector. So typically people have seen ranges for someone who just gives money and probably it's in the family, friends and food category. So maybe because he knows this person, they think that is good.
A number of them have come back from the diaspora, haven't they?
Exactly. A lot of them are returnees from the diaspora who are coming back. Again, as you know, remittances are a big part of inflows into Africa, and we've seen a sudden change. Now, what's happening is that with crowdfunding, people begin to realize instead of me then just giving the money for free, probably I could invest it in something. So that's becoming a very critical part of the inflows that we're seeing for angel investing. And then there are people who are here who are just successful entrepreneurs, and now they are sort of trying to reinvest that money. And some of them are in the technology space. Myself, I'm an example, of somebody who is, benefited from angel investing, been able to be successful in the ISP industry, and I'm trying to reinvest back. And there are a lot of people like that.
And to change subject, there's been a change in the law in South Africa which affects this kind of international investment. Tell me what's happened.
Well, so there's been a tension between exchange controls and IP laws in South Africa. From what I have observed, and I'm not a lawyer, and this is a layman's point of view, reading all the material and talking to different people, there's some causality between the two of them. So what the South African government is doing is trying to ensure that when they ease exchange control rules, they tighten IP rules, and vice versa. Now, what is happening is that it's being a bit of a disincentive for foreign capital coming into the market. Because as you know, in the technology world, IP is a big part of the valuation of a business, right? And the laws in South Africa are a bit complicated. Even for every simple thing you want to do on IP, you have to get approval. On the exchange control side, it's the same thing. If you want to bring in money, you have to get approval. If you want to pick up money, you want to get approval. And it's even more complicated when you're involved on the IP side with government money supporting IP development, right? It's even more stringent. So these have created a bit of a disincentive for South Africans in the diaspora who want to invest back, especially those South Africans in Silicon Valley, and also for foreign capital that wants to come in. And so I think this easing that happened last week was a really good welcome news, because there's been a lot of lobbying going on. There's been a lot of people waiting for this to happen so that they can come in.
What's the next event you're doing?
Well, so we have the option. We have three options on the table currently. There's plans to do another Joburg event in August together with FME Joburg Art Fair. And also there's a plan to do another event in Lagos in partnership with the Lagos Jazz Festival, which happens in November. But I've just come from Cape Town, where I participated in a couple of activities around startups, angel investing, and there was a lot of interest to also do an event in Cape Town in November.
Before Africa comes.
Before Africa comes. So the idea is to do before Africa comes. Africa comes is the big telecom event. So there's a bit of momentum on that, and we started talking to a few people. The way we do this is you have three very important parties involved. There's us who have the idea, the IP, and we want to know what we're doing, or bring the global sort of Africa-wide connection. But very important is the local community. So the local community in the country must be interested in doing this. Otherwise, there's no deal. They're the most important people. So for us, this is a very good feedback that we're getting from the Cape Town ecosystem, both from the startup side and from the angel side. Look, it'll be great for us to have an angel fair here, right? And then the third part is then you bring in all the other actors, the media like yourself, bring in the sponsors and all the other people to make it work. So in principle, I think that we're onto something in Cape Town in November, so watch out for it.